Hip-hop. The genre of hip-hop has existed in some form for almost 50 years now. During that time, it has grown to be one of the most influential cultural staples of the Western world. But how exactly did that happen? Today, we're going to be talking about the origins of the hip-hop genre and the three people who pioneered it. Hip-hop as a movement began in the early 1970s in the Bronx, New York City. In response to the declining manufacturing industry, many people in the white middle class left the city to find work in the suburbs, and many local businesses began to close their doors. As a result, the city, and specifically the Bronx, saw a major demographic shift that segregated communities and dried up economic opportunities for the less fortunate. Conditions worsened in African American, Puerto Rican, and Caribbean immigrant neighborhoods, leading urban youth to turn to the streets as an escape from the poor socioeconomic conditions. The many abandoned manufacturing buildings became the venues for block parties, and it is out of these block parties that the genre of hip-hop first began. It all started with DJ Kool Herc, the founding father of hip-hop. In 1973, DJ Kool Herc made history at his sister's back-to-school jam in the recreation room of their Bronx apartment at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue. While DJing, Kool Herc noticed that people would wait to pull their best dance moves until the instrumental or drum break sections of a song. Most DJs at the time used a double turntable setup to cleanly transition from one record to the next. But Herc loaded up two different versions of the same song on each side, the original and an instrumental version that looped a sample of the drum break. Then, he would switch between the two records to lengthen the drum breaks of a song and give the crowd more time to dance, a technique he called the merry-go-round. That night, at his sister's birthday party, DJ Kool Herc invented two of the most fundamental elements of the hip-hop genre, sampling and breakbeat. Sampling refers to when an artist takes a short section of someone else's song and uses it as an element in their own song, and a breakbeat is a short sample of a drum break that is used as the foundation of a song. After this party, DJs all across the Bronx began to use this new breakbeat style. Many of these DJs, or MCs, would yell out rhythmic phrases during the breakbeat sections of the song, a practice that evolved into what we now call rap. This early form of hip-hop found most of its roots in funk music. Early hip-hop songs typically had a looping funk breakbeat and bouncy, on-the-beat rap lyrics that typically had short 2 or 4 bar rhyme schemes. You can hear this in the first ever released hip-hop song, Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang.
Here's Wonder Mike, Hank, and Master G, the Sugar Hill Gang.
The hip, you don't stop. Rock it out, baby, rubber to the boogity bang bang, the boogie to the boogity beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat, and me, the groove, and my friends are gonna try to move your feet. You see, I am Wonder Mike, and I like to say hello. Up to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first, I gotta bang bang the boogie to the boogie. Say up jump the boogie to the bang bang boogie. Let's rock. You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock.
Another pioneer of the hip-hop genre is DJ and producer Afrika Bambaataa, who helped organize block parties in the late 1970s. But more than that, he was a visionary who helped lead the youth of New York City away from gang life, drugs, and violence. Afrika Bambaataa formed the Universal Zulu Nation, an organization that encourages peace and unity through the expression of hip-hop culture. The organization introduced urban youth to what Bambaataa categorized as the 4 elements of hip-hop: DJing, breakdancing, rapping, and visual art. In 1982, Afrika Bambaataa changed the hip-hop landscape when he and Soul Sonic Force released the song Planet Rock. Instead of using a typical funk beat, Bambaataa sampled the German electronic band Kraftwerk and used the Roland TR-808 drum machine to make a beat with a very distinct electronic sound.
Yeah, just hit me. Just taste the funk and hit me. Just get on down and hit me. Bambaataa's getting so funky now, hit me. Yeah, just hit me.
The release of Planet Rock popularized the 808, which is now a staple of pop and hip-hop music. The final pioneer of hip-hop we're going to talk about is DJ Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash is the first DJ to manipulate the record players themselves to use them as an instrument. He invented many distinct DJing techniques, such as the backspin, cutting, punch phrasing, and arguably the most recognizable, scratching. In 1976, he started a group called Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The group delivered a unique style by trading off lyrics between 4 different rappers and blending them with Flash's master DJ skills. The group's most popular song, The Message, released in 1982, helped solidify rap as a genre, putting rappers at the forefront for the first time. The song's powerful lyrics portrayed the grim realities of life in the ghetto, a big shift from the bouncy, rhythmic chants of early hip-hop.
Broken glass everywhere, people pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise, got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
So, that's how it all started. These 3 DJs, DJ Kool Herc, Afrika Bambaataa, and Grandmaster Flash, are widely regarded as the most influential people in the foundation of the hip-hop genre. Out of the ashes of economic collapse in the Bronx, these 3 genius DJs created something new: the artistry of hip-hop.